Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today's video is going to be a full face makeup tutorial, and I will be using the Jeffree Star Blood Sugar palette as you guys requested. I didn't do like a crazy colorful look like I was wearing in my last video, but don't worry, I will be doing a bunch of looks using this palette, but I really wanted to go with more summery, bronze, neutral, everyday tones that everybody wears. But I'm going out, so I don't want to wear hot pink purple eyeshadow. I mean, I have, but I wasn't digging it today. I did also use a couple new products. I used the Marc Jacobs Undercover Coconut Primer, a little sample of that. I did use, ooh, I almost dropped it, the new Too Faced Born This Way concealer that just came out. I think that's the only, yeah, that's only like 3 things new I use, because I really don't have a lot of new things. I haven't shopped. There's really nothing out nowadays that is really tickling my fancy, except for the Norvina palette. Like, I want that Norvina palette. Not, I mean, like, I need another palette like a hole in the head, which literally when I'm done this video, I'm filming a declutter with my blushes and highlighters, so say a prayer for me. That will be up soon. But anyway, if you want to see how I got this bronzy, coppery, smoky summer eye, then just keep watching. Oh, and by the way, I'm using a different camera, so let me know if you like this camera better for doing tutorials or not. Okay? Okay. All right. Go watch. All right, so first I am going to go in with my Painterly Paint Pot from MAC. This is my favorite eyeshadow primer. I've been using it for years and there's nothing wrong with it, so if it's not broke, don't fix it. Okay, and I'm going to take my Sigma P84 brush and just get that in there. Okay. Alright, so this palette doesn't really have like a light, like a beigey toned shade I can set with. This white one is just, it's like stark white. It's way too white. So I am just going to go in with some translucent setting powder. I'm just going to use the MAC and Patrick Star powder to set my lids. I have been slacking so bad on my channel lately, but we are in the process of interviewing for jobs back home in Southern Maryland. We've been looking at houses. This past week was like, and weekend was just so stressful. We wanted to purchase a house. We found a house that we loved. It was literally my dream house, and we put a bid on it and the deal fell through and we're not gonna get it. Someone else got it, which makes me really sad because literally it was the house I wanted to raise my kids in, my grandbabies, and die in. So I'm a little bit discouraged about that, but I know God has everything happen for a reason, so I just have to let it be. But it's been really stressful, like trying to go back home. We're going back home every weekend, and when I say back home, we live in like Elkton, Maryland, which is northern Maryland, like Cecil County, and we're moving back to southern Maryland, which is like St. Mary's County, which is the best place in the entire world if you ask me. Which is so funny because if you had asked my like 16 to 18-year-old self, I would have said I hated it and I can't wait to get out of this stupid small town. And now me and my husband for like the past 5 years have been doing nothing but trying to get back there. All right, the first shade we're gonna go in with is this shade here, Sugarcane, just a really nice neutral brown. And I'm gonna take my Sigma E40 blending brush and start using that as our transition shade. Probably just gonna do like neutral brown tones and, you know, play it safe today. But I will give you like a crazy colorful look with this palette. And these shades, I've used this palette a few times now and there's nothing bad to say about it. It's an amazing palette. The shadows are pigmented, but not overly pigmented to where it's like too much, and they blend beautifully. But yeah, we're trying to move back home before the end of summer so that the kids don't start school here and have to leave school in the middle of the school year. That's our hopes, but there's 3 jobs my husband is going for, 2 of which would start really soon, like within the next month or 2, but the one which is basically his job now but just transferring down there with his same job, that wouldn't happen until like November, December time frame, which is fine. We're definitely moving 100%. We just don't know when this year we'll be moving. But it's very stressful trying to sell your house and then buying a new house and trying to figure out what school district you want your kids to go to, and it's very stressful. I went to Great Mills High School down there, which I loved it. I would never change a thing. Like, I made some amazing lifelong friends there. Like, I love that high school, you know, Hornet Pride, but it's changed a lot, and I don't want my kids going there. And if you recognize that name, there was actually a school shooting there last school year where a girl died, and another boy that was shot, he did survive, thank God. But it was a huge tragedy for our little town, and it, you know, not saying that, I mean, I know that can happen at any school, but just having that bad juju there, that bad vibe, or just knowing somebody died in a hallway that I took photography classes in, like, I don't know, I just don't want my kids going there. Do you know what I mean? Alright, on the same brush, I'm going in here with this shade, Cake Mix, and kind of putting that in the same spot, but just slightly lower. This is a little bit warmer, so it's going to warm up that crease a little more. Now I'm going to take the shade Ouch right here and put that right into the crease and kind of outer V, and I'm going to be using, I don't know because it's all rubbed off, it's a Morphe R37. It's kind of like a pointed taper brush. Yeah, so on top of trying to move and find jobs down there, because my husband is guaranteed a job, I have to look for a job. And it's so hard to find a job down there because it's a small town, and it's just stressful. And I could always go back to the veterinary clinic I worked at, which that would make me happy. I just don't know financially if that would work for us anymore, because you don't make a lot of money as a vet tech at all. You do it because you love it. Okay, now I'm going to take the shade Intravenous and put that on the outer V using a little pencil brush, and this is from Sigma. I've been staring at this shade since I got the palette, so I'm going to go in with this crazy foiled shade Donor. It is really, really pretty. I think that's perfect for brownie summer smoky eye, which is what I'm going for today. So I'm just going to take my Sigma Firm Shader E57 brush because I can't find my MAC 242. Okay, I'm just going to take that Morphe brush and just kind of blend out the edges. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put liner and lashes on. I don't have any new things with that, and it's kind of boring, so I'm going to go do that and I'll be right back. Okay, lashes and liner are on. For liner, I use the Inglot Gel Liner in number 77, and lashes, I use the Euphoria by Jazzy in Doll Face, which these are very, very intense, so duly noted. So I was planning on doing like a full face of like sample packs, but my daughter and her friend were down here last night and pretty much used them all up, so I can't do that. So I do have a few left that I'm going to use. I've never used this before, so I wanted to try it out today, and it's the Undercover Perfecting Coconut Face Primer. This is a little sample of it, so I figured try it out on camera, see how I like it. And I just got my nails done yesterday and I can't do anything. Like there's literally nothing I can do. I can't open a cup, I can't put on my lashes. I'm really struggling. I haven't had like false nails on in over a year, so I have to like retrain myself on how to live my life with fingernails. And typing for work is a struggle, and trying to find a shade of foundation. Oh, this feels really, really nice. It smells like coconut. I have no idea what shade foundation I am because I have real tan going on, I have a spray tan fading off, I have a little bit of sunburn, like my face is burnt, my arms are a little burnt. I've been driving around without my top on my Jeep, so I've been getting a lot of sun, and now I have the strangest tan lines ever. And since I do have sunburn on my face, I've noticed my pores have enlarged right here, so I still need like a pore filler. And I've been trying so desperately to use up this Milk Makeup Blur Stick. It's not even funny. That coconut primer from Marc Jacobs definitely felt hydrating and super moisturizing. Now I'm just gonna take my NARS concealer in vanilla, and I'm gonna just spot conceal before I go in with any foundation. Like I said, my chin is so red. It's always red ever since my surgery. Alright, I want a little bit more coverage today since I do have a pretty dramatic eye look one. So I'm going to go in with my Estee Lauder Double Wear. I said this before, Estee Lauder did send this to me. So thank you, Estee Lauder, because it is my favorite foundation. So I'm just going to go ahead and dot that all over my face and blend it in with my IT Cosmetics brush. I forgot the name of it. I usually put this on with a beauty blender, but I just dropped my brush. But they're all dirty and I'm too lazy to go clean it because my puppy is by the bathroom sleeping in his crate, and I feel like if I walk over there it's gonna wake him up and he's gonna cry, and then no filming from me. Okay, so I use this foundation almost every single day, and it is like breaking up so bad all right here and around my mouth, and I think it's from that coconut primer, because this stuff's like shellac on your face. It doesn't go anywhere, and it is not sitting like it usually does. So even in my forehead it's like kind of looks greasy, and this is a very matte foundation, but I don't know if you can see how my skin's a little bit luminous, which it looks good far away, but when you look up close the foundation is breaking up, so don't really like that aspect of that primer. So now I'm going to go in with the new Born This Way, the Too Faced Born This Way, the new concealer that is sweeping over YouTube and Instagram. I'm going to try it out. I got my shade in Almond and I got the shade in Vanilla for when I'm more tan. So here is what the packaging looks like. It's very nice, very big, like it is huge. Here is like Too Faced. Wait, is that Too Faced? No, that's the, oh, perfect. This is the Born This Way, the original one, and here's the new one. This is the more full coverage mattifying one. This is the, I guess, plain Born This Way concealer that I use all the time. This is a lot lighter coverage, a lot more creamy. So I really do like this, so I'm excited to test this out, but you get so much more product. And I love the doe foot applicator on this one. It's kind of like Tarte Shape Tape. Why do I always say sharp? Ugh, Tarte Shape Tape. I'm gonna flip my mirror around and that is thick. That's definitely a thick concealer. This might be a little too yellow for me, but too late now. And I usually always blend out my concealer with a beauty blender, but again, it's dirty. So we're gonna go in with this Sigma tapered kabuki brush. So this is definitely a lot creamier and not as matte as the Tarte Shape Tape. It's not drying out my skin like that one does. It actually is sitting on the skin really nicely. It's almost got a glow to it. Upon first impressions, I'm liking it. We'll see how it sits with powder and on the rest of my face. Okay, so far, freaking like it. So we're just gonna do forehead, nose, shoulder. Okay, I definitely like that concealer. Okay, I was gonna go in with my Charlotte Tilbury like contour cream stick thing, but I can't find it anywhere and I'm a little bit upset about it. So I'm just gonna go in with the Fenty Beauty one in Mocha. Is that right? Mocha? Mocha. I can't remember if I like this or not. Oh, I do remember I don't like putting it directly on my face, and here I am putting it directly on my face. Go me. I always hate doing talk throughs because I always forget to talk because I always have to concentrate so hard on what I'm doing that I don't talk. So I'm back on my keto diet. I lost 6 pounds the first week, but I'm struggling. It's hard for me to do keto as a type 1 diabetic because the whole point of doing keto is so your body doesn't release insulin because you don't eat carbs, but I get insulin consistently throughout the day with my insulin pump. So no matter what, I'm getting insulin. So if I'm not eating carbs, the insulin I'm getting throughout the day will eventually cause my blood sugar to drop low, which has been happening every single morning. I've been waking up with very low blood sugar, which pretty much just ruins the whole day for me. Diabetes sucks, and I have underactive thyroid, which makes me very tired and very sluggish. I have like no energy recently. I feel like a completely useless human being. I feel like everybody's getting mad at me because I'm so tired and all I want to do is sleep and take naps. And I know people think I'm lazy, but I'm not. I'm just, unless you have these two illnesses together, it's hard to explain, it's hard to understand, but you can get 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours of sleep, wake up, feel great, and then within the next hour or so, you are so tired, like not just like mentally tired, but like physically, like your muscles start aching because you're so tired. And they did my blood work and everything came back normal. So I don't know what's going on with me. It sucks. I'm tired of being tired all the time. I'm tired of, in my mind, wanting to do so much and having so much on my list and just not being able to complete it because I'm so tired. It's like I can get work done and that's it. I can get one thing done per day and that's it. I just can't get anything else done, and it's just frustrating because I am an active person in my mind and I want to do things, and then I get down on myself and I'm like, okay, well, I need to do that, but I can't do that till I do this. But then if I do this, that's not going to get done. And if that doesn't get done, this person's going to get mad at me. And if this person gets mad at me, then I'm going to be upset. And it's just this snowballing of anxiety and worry and just not feeling good enough and not feeling like I'm accomplishing enough. And it's getting overwhelming. And I'm the type of person, when I get overwhelmed, I just stop doing everything. Like, stop. I won't do anything. If I get anxiety or depression or just overwhelmed, I just want to crawl in bed and not do anything. I have a really hard time pushing through that and making myself get up and do things. So I'm not feeling physically well lately. So any prayers y'all want to throw my way, I will gladly accept them. Okay, now I'm going in with my Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Finishing Powder in shade Uno with a brush as soon as I find one. And I'm just going to set around my face with this. Man, that coconut glow powder is really, I don't know if it's coconut glow, whatever, that coconut powder primer, Lord, is like really peeking through. Definitely glowy. If you got really dry skin, you'd probably like it. And for under the eyes, I'm just going to take the Patrick Star and MAC powder and set underneath there since it's sitting right here. And I'm just going to take my Real Techniques setting brush to do so. Alright, so my camera cut off at some point, I'm not sure when, but I'm hoping it got me doing my lower lash line. If it didn't, I just put MAC Costa Riche liner on. I put, let me see, Intravenous, this dark brown. I kind of pushed that into the lower lash line, and then I blended it out with this pukey shade right here, and then I went in with the Milk Makeup Kush liner, or Kush mascara, and put it on there. I'm hoping it got all that. I don't know if it did. I'm a little frustrated now. But anyway, let's go ahead and finish the face. I am noticing right around here the foundation is still breaking up, which, like I said, I use this foundation all the time and it never breaks up. So it has to be that primer. And I use the Milk Blur Stick all the time, so I know it's not that. So I think it's the Marc Jacobs Undercover Coconut Primer. It's just not sitting well either on my skin or with this foundation. So I don't really like that right now, but it is like really breaking up here. You can kind of see it there and around my mouth. Not really happy about it. But I'm going to go in again with the Ofra highlighter in Rodeo Drive and put that on my cheeks as soon as I find a highlighting brush. I did mention this in the clip that got deleted, but Ofra did send me this highlighter for free. Just wanted to let y'all know. And then Ofra also did send me over this blush in Bellini. I've talked about it a few times on my channel. It is one of my favorite summer blushes. So I'm going to pop that on. Now with my Charlotte Tilbury lip liner in Iconic Nude. Inline my lips, my crooked lips. They got so crooked after surgery, which I'll be talking about more in my surgery video. And they can do surgery to fix them, but I'm kind of over having surgery in my mouth, so the only other option is to get lip fillers, which I've talked about on my channel before, really freaked me out. I went with my friend Angela Marie here to get hers done, and I was supposed to videotape it, and I couldn't even look in the viewfinder or look at it getting done. Like, I literally had goosebumps and felt like cold sweats, which is weird because I'm a type 1 diabetic, so I get needles all the time, but something about like watching a needle go in a lip, like, oh, it freaks me out. That and needles near the eyeball freak me out. So I'm a little scared to get lip fillers. I feel like they're gonna hurt really bad, and I'm afraid they're not gonna look natural, because I don't want lip fillers. Like, I don't want like Kylie Jenner lips, so I'm afraid that I'm gonna come out looking like, I don't know, like I did the Kylie Jenner freaking challenge or something. Is that what it was called? The Kylie Jenner challenge? Where they like put their lips on a Coke bottle? I don't know. I'm just nervous to do it. And it's freaking expensive. Like, I think the cheapest I found is $600. I was like, you know what? I'll just keep my crooked lip. And the puppy is starting to cry. Alright, and since we used a Jeffree Star palette on the eyes, I figured we'll go in with a Jeffree Star liquid lipstick, and this one is in Mannequin. Okay, buddy, I'm almost done. I know, it's a hard life for a little Vishla Huffy. Jeffree Star's lipsticks, all of them have a different scent, and this one is definitely root beer. Like, definitely root beer. Okay, so my camera overheated in the middle of me doing my lips, so I just decided to go and fix my hair, curl my hair, change my shirt, get out of my pajamas, because yes, I was still in my pajamas. And I think I want to contour a little bit. Just a little smidge. And if you guys hear a bunch of ruckus, the puppy is awake, and he's upstairs running around in the kitchen, which is right above me, with my daughter. So I apologize if you hear stuff. And I had to move my camera, so the angle and everything might be a little janky, but I am going to go in with my Kevyn Aucoin sculpting powder, and this is in the shade Light. Yes. Light. And then I'm going to go in with my Morphe R10 brush. And puppy is being loud. I feel like this angle is really weird. I feel like I'm in a fishbowl. I don't know what happened here. I don't like it though. Oh, and by the way, Kevyn Aucoin did send me this little gem. Always forget to mention that. Alright, and now I'm going to go in with this setting spray that Gerard Cosmetics has sent me, and I love it. As you can tell, it's watermelon flavored. I talked about this in one of my other videos, and I love this. It just smells like summer, and it really does melt your makeup in perfectly. So I'm just going to set my face with that. Oh my god, it makes me want a Jolly Rancher so freaking bad. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. I hope you like it. I think it's a perfect bronzy brown, typical neutral toned smoky summer eye. I think this is perfect to go out on a date night or out with the girls, or me, I'm just going to Walmart. So, you know, do you, boo. If it makes you feel better, you do it. I always wear wing liner. I love wing liner even with my hooded eyes. I'm technically not supposed to wear it, but it's makeup, so YOLO, do what you want. But I really do like the way that this turned out, even though my wings, I did get a little carried away. Get it? Carried away? Wings? Yep, no, okay. But yeah, I definitely like it. I love this shade on the lid. Just this really like bronzy but almost like really warm coppery shade. I really like it. I think it looks really good on blue eyes or green eyes or even brown eyes. I feel like this makeup look would look good on all eye colors. And then the Costa Riche liner, oh, it's my favorite liner. I think it brings out everybody's eyes. But that coconut primer, I didn't really like it. It really is breaking up my makeup right around here, which I don't appreciate. And yeah, but let me grab it. I really do like this blood sugar palette. I do recommend it. I think it has beautiful shades in it, beautiful pigmentation, beautiful blendability. There's just nothing bad I can say about it except for the packaging is really bulky and it's really hard to travel with. That's the only thing I don't like, and it's hard to get open. But these colors are gorgeous. I mean, I've gotten really intense like pinks and purple looks out of it. As you see, I just did a neutral look. I used this red over here on 4th of July with one of the blues out of another palette and did like a red, white, and blue eye. Just beautiful, beautiful shades. I'm definitely going to do another more dramatic look with it. I might do my 4th of July look that I did on 4th of July. I didn't take any pictures because we were like rushing around, but I definitely recommend that palette. I like it. The Too Faced Born This Way, the full coverage concealer, I am loving it. I'm loving how my under eyes look. This is amazing. I mean, I've only used it once, but we'll see how it works throughout the day, and I'll leave an update down below if something goes wrong. If there's no update, nothing went wrong. But I do love this. I think this is better than Shape Tape. I'm gonna say it. This is so much better than Tarte Shape Tape. Now, maybe if you're oily, you'll like Tarte Shape Tape better, but I definitely like this for my, I'm more normal to dry skin. It's not like really dry, but I'm definitely not oily, so I'd say like normal skin. I really like this. Definitely recommend it. But like I said, that was it. This is the finished look. I hope you like it. If you like it, let me know down below. And I love you guys, and I'll talk to you again real soon. Bye bye.